Hey guys, Ryan here again, just back to give you a bit of an update as to what's been happening on the tour. It's been a long time between drinks and between cities. Since we last caught up, I think we were still in Sydney, actually, yeah. So since then we've finished off the Sydney season and we've come and we went down to Melbourne, which is hometown for myself and Travis and Nick, which was amazing to be playing at Her Majesty's Theatre again. It's like the most amazing theatre in the world. Freezing, but amazing. We had an amazing time there with the audiences were just absolutely incredible. Such an intimate theatre. The people were right there in front of you, and it was great to sort of to watch Barry connect even more than than what he does in the bigger theatres because they're so close as well. So yeah, that was great. My family got to come and see the show, which was amazing. Hi, Mum and Dad and Lauren. Yeah, it was a really great tour to Melbourne. Completely sold out every night. There was this huge little sign on the door that said sorry, but house full. I think I put a little thing up on Facebook about that. But that's always lovely to come in and see that every night, knowing that the house is going to be entirely full. And yeah, the audience is just electric. They were so great, and it's just one of those things. Melbourne has the most amazing audiences that out of the tour so far. I'm not saying that the other audiences haven't been great. It's just Melbourne. I think because the theatre was so well, not small, but it was a lot more intimate. Now they just maybe it was the acoustics. I don't know, but I love Melbourne more. A couple of sad little things happened whilst we were in Sydney before we left. Dear Pussy Willow passed away, as you're all aware. Very sad shake-up for our community. Such a great talent and such a great person, so hilarious, and her love for musical theatre was absolutely incredible, and she was such a massive fan of Barry Humphries, and she actually emailed me before I started the tour just with the congratulations and just how everyone knows how much I love Kylie, and she was saying that Barry is to her what Kylie is to me. So it was really important for her to email me and tell me about her connection that she has with Barry and how much she loves him and how much she was looking forward to seeing the show. And I'd spoken to Barry about it, and I was going to get something signed for her on the night she was going to come, but unfortunately, as it happened, she left us and has gone to, as Paris would say, the cabaret lounge in the sky with the rest of our dearly departed friends in the community. And yeah, we dedicated all of the rest of our shows to Pussy, and we love you and rest in peace. Another bit of sad news was I lost my nana along the way, just as I got back to Melbourne. And I think the blessing in disguise was I arrived into Melbourne and pretty much went straight to the home to see her, and the priest was giving her last rites, and I got to say hello, and she got to say hi back, and it was about maybe an hour and a half or so after that, and she went to sleep, and now she's resting, and she's not ill anymore. So Nana, I love you, and thank you for being such an important part of my life, and I will always miss you and always love you, and so grateful for everything you taught me and instilled in me, and yeah, love you, Nana. Moving on from all that, we have now got to New Zealand, and we've been here for a week, and we've got a couple more shows here. It's the second last leg of the tour, and it's going great. The house is it's huge theatre here at the Civic. Love the Civic Theatre. The houses have been great, and yeah, they're responding really well to the show, which is great. There are a couple of Australian jokes in there that we're pretty close. They know what we're doing. They know what we're about. The review was great, so that's always really good as well. And we've got a couple more shows, so we're going to smash it out here, and then we're going to head back to Australia and go to the Gold Coast, up there with, Shazza and Kazza, playing at Jupiter's Casino up there at the theatre in the casino. I've never played there before, so it's one to tick off the list. And then we have a bit of a break, but we actually have all now been contracted to start next year again and do the show up in, across, I should say, in Adelaide and then Perth, and hopefully Southeast Asia. So put your good vibes out there to the world, and we can get our little Asian leg on. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's all been going. Oh yeah, sorry, back in Melbourne, one of the days that we were doing the show, Saturday matinee, when my sister was in actually, hi Lauren, and the show started, and as soon as the show started, we had a man that actually had a heart attack up in the dress circle, so we had to stop the show. And we got the news at the end of the show that he was okay. He'd been taken to hospital and he was stabilising. They'd done a whole heap of tests and whatnot. And Barry, God bless him, actually called the hotel. Called the hospital and yeah, just to make sure he's okay. And I think that's one of the things I've learnt the most with working with Barry is he is such an amazing gentleman, and he's so concerned for the well-being of everyone else in the show. Like, it's not just his show. He's the headliner, and it is all about him, and we're just we're props and so forth. But he's so about making the show and us feel as important as he is. And there's been little things along the way. There's been little accidents or little things that have happened on stage, and little injuries here and there. And he's he'll personally call you the next day to make sure that you're okay and say thank you for continuing with the show. And yeah, just stuff that doesn't really happen. So we love you, Baz. Thanks, mate. And again, just the man's 78 years old, and he's just such an incredible talent, so sharp and so witty and so on it. And he's had a couple of challenges on stage, and there have been many people that have tried to outwit him, but it's not going to happen because he is Barry Humphries after all, and he's been doing this for a long time, and he's just incredible. So that's about it. I'm going to get Travis and Nick to have a bit of a chat with you a bit later on. I've been taking Nick to the gym, and Travis has been taking him to the gym too, and we've been smashing him and getting those little biceps happening in his legs and his shoulders and his chest, and everything's hurting him, but it's good pain. It's the good burn. So yeah, it's good to sort of put a bit of my PT knowledge, now that I'm qualified personal trainer. Yeah, training him, it was good to see how he reacts differently, and how how to push people and how to see what their limits are. And so it's finally good to put that into practice. And on that as well, I've been training with a mate of mine, Paddy, here in New Zealand, personal trainer here, who's so incredibly amazing that he's got a wait list of people, and he managed to pencil me in while I was here, thank the Lord. He is incredible. So get on to Facebook. He's got a page that I've liked on my page, so you can have a look. His name's Patrick Flavel, and yeah, like his page. And exciting news today, two very dear friends of mine, Miss Kate Alexa and Miss Ricky Lee, have both got albums coming out today. I can't even imagine how excited they must be to have that out there into the world. I know both of them have worked incredibly hard on these albums. They're very personal, very eclectic, very out there dance, they're great. I've toured with Kate, and I've done a lot of stuff with Kate and her recent film clip, as you may have all seen, I'm Falling, and know that she's put in so much hard work to this album, her heart and soul. So make sure you get onto iTunes and pick up a copy of Kate Alexa Infatuation album, and also Ricky Lee, who's just been killing it lately with all of her success and her singles. And I went to actually a bit of a launch of hers not long ago in Sydney, and watched her do a little set, like a 40-minute set I think it was, and she was just on fire, like absolutely incredible, so sexy, so sleek with her dance moves and her body and her songs and everything. Like the whole place was just absolutely just up and pumping. So make sure you get onto iTunes and grab a copy of her album as well, Ricky Lee, Fear and Freedom? Yeah, Fear and Freedom, that's what it is. Both albums are amazing, and I wish you girls the best of luck. You're both incredibly talented, and I know you both worked really hard, like I've said before, and wish you nothing but success. I hope you both hit #1 and tour and just do incredible things with the talent that you've both got. So that's enough from me. Peace out, and I will check in later on with the girls and the boys for the last little leg of the New Zealand tour. Eat, pray, laugh.